Alright, hey everybody. I am back today with something a little different. Actually, a lot different. I'm going to rant and rave today about Gamergate. I'm going to go ahead and apologize if there's any loud noises. I'm outside, I'm on my patio. I apologize for the smoking. It's a nice day and I'm taking advantage of it and I'm enjoying myself profusely. And I apologize ahead of time for any loud noises or music or whatever because of the parking lot. I had somebody in a monster truck a few minutes ago with some blaring rap music. So anyway, I wanted to talk about Gamergate today. And I've been debating for a while now whether or not I was going to do a video about it. I'm sorry, I'm smoking, but the smoke is making my eyes water because the breeze is like right in my face. So I'm not crying. I'm not that upset, you guys, I promise. But I've been debating, coming and talking about it. I wasn't sure I wanted to get publicly involved. And I changed my mind because I decided today that I want to do everything in my power as an individual to bring about changes. And I'm not just going to be one of those people who complains and just always has something to be upset about. If I have something that I think should be different, I want to do whatever I can to possibly change it. It's not to say that I'm always going to be successful, but if everybody does their part, change might happen eventually. So I want to talk about Gamergate. I want to start off kind of saying what I think it means to me. Why I think it's important. Gamergate, to me, goes beyond video games. It's about our culture. We have been thriving in a dishonest culture. Loud noises, I apologize. We've been partaking in a dishonest culture. What I think really caused an uproar was the whole Zoe Quinn conspiracy, and the dishonest journalism that kind of helped bring about her making money. I wouldn't necessarily say brought about her success, because I wouldn't necessarily say that she's a success, but each to their own. I feel like the Zoe Quinn thing really brought some things to light as far as journalism goes. And a lot of people were very, very upset about it when things started coming to light about her personal relationship, particularly sexual relationships, with some of these journalists that were reviewing her product, Depression Quest. I'm going to pause right here for a second because I do feel like it's very, very important for me to say that I am a person that I believe that everybody has the right to privacy. I don't condone being overly nosy and trying to get in everybody's business. I don't condone that, but I do think that there is some honesty that needs to be portrayed, especially when it comes to reviewing. The reason is because I think the consumer should always be the #1 priority. Anything else is wrong. Anything else is wrong. It should not be about money. It shouldn't be about having somebody be in your pants. It should be about the consumer. I'm writing a book I'm partnered with somebody who's writing a comic book. Started this comic book 10 years ago, actually, and it was published for a brief time through Antarctic Press, and he's totally revamped it. And so I started writing a book to go along with the comic that kind of follows it, and I want it known that for me and my partner, when we eventually do re-release his comic and release my book and try to gain popularity, we're gonna send our book and comic to people to review. But along with that, I want an honest review from not only just a writing standpoint. I want people to honestly know what they're buying, because I want the people who buy it to like it, and I want people to feel free to contact me and talk to me about things that they don't like about it and things that they do like about it. And that is how it should be. It should be like that. Too many people pay for advertisement. They pay for good reviews. YouTube is a great example of this, because YouTube has really become a breeding ground of reviewers. One of my hobbies, along with gaming, is I love hair extensions, I love dyeing hair, I love makeup, I love beauty products, and I spend a lot of time looking at things that I think I might want to try, or even trying some new things to potentially review and post on YouTube. That being said, I want an honest review. I have two wig reviews, I think, on my profile here. And I've done more, and I just never post them. I'm terribly lazy about it. But with wigs, I'm going to use this as an example, and I'm going to use another example. With wigs, a wig can go anywhere from $40 to upwards of $400. If I'm going to consider purchasing a hair unit for a special event or something, I want to look at honest reviews before I spend $100 on something. I'm tired as a consumer, as an everyday consumer of any product. I'm tired of spending my hard-earned money on things that don't work. Or products that aren't living up to, what they're supposed to. I'm really sick of it. I'm sick of it. And it's hard to discern sometimes when you're reading a review, or watching a review, or listening to a review, whatever. It's really hard sometimes to discern whether or not this person is giving you an honest review. For me, a YouTube video, if I was ever sent something from any company to review, I would say at the very beginning of my video, this company sent me this, and then this is what I think about it. That's extremely important, because it shows viewers that you are being honest, that you didn't pay for it. And that honesty is prudent. It's prudent to other consumers, and they appreciate that. I'm never going to talk up something that I don't like. I don't work that way, and I don't think other people should work that way, so that's why I think Gamergate is so important. What went down with Zoe Quinn, her having these relationships, these sexual relationships with these men, and them giving a very, very positive review on a product that people some people went and paid money for, only to find, wow, this product really isn't all that they said it was. Uh, you know, I've not played Depression Quest. Uh, I've been very, very tempted to get it. I'm very, very tempted to play it. Just to do an honest review about it. But I'm gonna save myself some acne there and not do it. So I haven't played the game. But people felt that it was very, very biased. And so she's making money off people, and these journalists help her make money off these people, and these people have been working. Let me say something. Zoe Quinn gets paid, I want to say, $6,000, almost $400 a month from all this publicity. On her, what's it called? Her little fund thingy. I cannot remember what it's called to save my life right now. But she makes, that's a, you know, $650. That's a lot to make a month. I want to know what she's doing. She's making money off people. Now I know that she has a lot of supporters now because it was very portrayed how she was attacked by Gamergate. She was attacked by these people. And I don't necessarily, I do think that there have been some attacks, really from both sides, towards the other. But I feel overall, like people were just begging for accountability. Because nobody wants to spend their money on something that's crap. That's complete rubbish. That's wrong. So that, to me, that's why Gamergate is so important. I am jumping on board with open arms and trumpets blaring about how I feel about integrity in journalism. And not just in journalism, but integrity for consumers. The media needs to be more honest. The people who are paid to advertise need to be honest that they are paid to advertise, paid to promote. That's important because it does change somebody's perspective. You know, they're a little bit more wary. They're a little bit more open-minded in terms of listening to a review and thinking that, okay, they did get this for free. They're not losing money on this product. You know, the only people who are going to be losing money is the consumer who buy into those reviews. Which is why, as a consumer, you guys, I cannot encourage you enough to do your research. Don't look at just one review. Do your research. But that is why Gamergate is so important to me. It's a cultural thing. It's not just about games. It goes so far beyond that. Sorry, there's a helicopter. It goes so far past that. And it's funny because with most debates, I really, as a person, I really try to sit down and see things from both sides, because I think in most cases, each side kind of has a point, and there's pros and cons to each side of the sphere. And I think it's really important in debate to understand where the other person is coming from and try to find relatable grounds and try to find grounds that you agree on and approach things in a very adult and proactive manner to try to get resolution as opposed to just continuing to fight just to fight. In this circumstance, you guys, I've had the hardest time had the hardest time trying to comprehend why people are against Gamergate. It's like I'm seeing all these feminists rally because they feel like it's somehow misogynist. Again, of course, a feminist thinks that, anybody who doesn't agree with that one particular feminist is misogynist. Down with the patriarchy. um, I see all these feminists jumping on board, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, well, what are you fighting? What are you fighting? Because it's not just about gaming. It has nothing to do with sexism. I've seen feminists, Brianna Wu say, if it was if Zoe Quinn was a man, everybody would just be congratulating and slapping on the back. And no, that's not the case. That is not the case. As some things are not realistic. That's not a realistic thing to have happened in this scenario. A biased review is a biased review. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's about a male or a female. It doesn't matter if the reviewer is a male or a female. It doesn't matter the kind of interaction they have had, whether it's strictly business, whether it's personal, whether it's sexual, whether it's blackmail. It doesn't matter. What matters is that is not an honest review. It's not honest for the consumer to listen to that review. It's biased. And that is the issue. That's the issue. It has nothing to do with the fact that Zoe Quinn is a woman. Now, Zoe Quinn's mistake is that she's this pronounced feminist, and how feminists are always going about how they feel like women are so sexualized and men are just these big assholes because they're always sexualizing women, especially in the gaming industry, and blah blah blah. And so to then turn around and find out that she was having a sexual relationship with these journalists, that is why she was targeted as an idiot. That's why. Because it was laughable. She was being a hypocrite. She was being a hypocrite, and she was downing anybody else, any man else doing it, but if a female does it, and they tried to make it about feminism, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It was about a person, an individual, being a hypocrite. I don't care if a guy's a hypocrite. I don't care if a woman's a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite either way. Being one or the other sex has nothing to do with it. So I think that's why Zoe Quinn was targeted. It had nothing to do really with her being a woman, or even really entirely her just having a sexual relationship with these people. It was the way the whole entire thing panned out. Because for what she as an individual promotes herself to be, she was not being that. And for the journalists themselves, writing her product up to a different level that it really wasn't. And so that's what started, I think, kind of this huge Gamergate thing. But it is so much more than just games, you guys. It is a cultural thing, and I can't explain enough how much I encourage everybody to really research this and really think about it, because it's a travesty for our culture that this is something that is ongoing. It's such a common thing. It's such a common thing in our culture. But anyways, I think that's all for now. I'm gonna probably come back in a little bit with another video, because I wanna I want to talk more about this Gamergate. I kind of have some questions um, for people who are anti-Gamergate because I'm really having a hard time understanding why you were against it. So if anybody can point me to someone who's not an indignant ass who is anti-Gamergate, I'd love to ask some questions. And kind of try to get what they feel like it's about. If I'm missing something, you guys let me know. And I'm open to take messages and exchange contact information um, about anything. Um, and I'd just love to get more involved with this and really, really see what happens. Um, I'm very much looking forward to see where this little cultural war is going to go. So you guys, I think I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and have a good one. Ciao.